Y'all, if there was ever a such thing as a GM offseason of the year award, Howie Roseman just has to win it. Because what other team, GM, is making moves that are addressing primary needs without costing too much money? Let's fucking talk about it. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Cool Eagle back here in another video. Just want to come talk to you guys because, whoa, do we have a lot to talk about today in the world of Eagles football. Hope you guys are doing well out there, striving and surviving to be the best you can every single day, man. And remember, we are on our way to 300 subscribers on this channel. Can't do without you. So remember, on the way in and on the way out, just give a like and subscribe. Give a comment to say how much you love your boy. And I appreciate every one of you guys in any way you can support this channel by like, comment, or subscription, whatever. But Howie Roseman, GM Howie Roseman of my Philadelphia Eagles, if there was a such thing as a offseason GM of the year award, it has to go to Howie Roseman. Because think of the moves that have already been made so far, right? On the offensive side, right, where wins games, right? You weren't able to re-sign DeAndre Swift, who was able to secure a deal with the Chicago Bears, who are a whole different wildfire that we're going to get into this week. And he was able to get a generational talent like Saquon Barkley, 3 years, $37.5 million, with $25 million guaranteed, right? And a lot of people had a lot of problems with this, and including a back and forth between Ryan Clark and Tiki Barber that we will also get into. On the offensive side, got Saquon Barkley. So now you got a hell of a backfield, because now you got a guy that can catch the ball really well out the backfield, a guy that's really good in between the tackles when his offensive line is just working in sync. And he's going from one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL to the premier best offensive line in the NFL. So him getting 2023 scrimmage yards last year behind that Giants offensive line, it's only an indication of what he could potentially do behind this Eagles front. With Jalen Hurts, who's also a dangerous quarterback when he's using his legs. Let's not forget that. Definitely more dangerous than Daniel Jones. And Saquon Barkley doesn't have to be the focal point of the offense, because Jalen Hurts is not only good with his legs, but with his arm as well. And we all know that, whether you're a hater or not. You know what I'm saying? He literally was a run-in for MVP because his danger capabilities with his arm and his legs. Very excited. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you got Bryce Huff. You got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back. You got Devin White. And the moves are still in motion, because now we're talking about being and running for getting Justin Simmons, further bolstering this defensive backfield. And you got Isaiah Rodgers coming off that suspension that caused him to not play last year. James Bradberry just may have a resurgence this year, just because he has that help again that he had in our Super Bowl year. From being one of the worst cornerbacks in the league last year to coming back in all-pro form. Can't wait to see it. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comments, man, because with all these moves, right, and again, we're not even done yet. How is not even done? Like, he still has more bullets in the clip, man. I'm telling you guys. So with all these moves and moves still pending, including the draft, because we still have a first-round pick. Don't forget, we still have a first-round pick. So with all this in motion, this gives us a guarantee to win the NFC East next year. Here's why, right? Because the Cowboys are in disarray. You weren't able to secure a deal like for Michael Gallup. CeeDee Lamb, I like CeeDee Lamb, but I feel like he's better when he has a complimentary piece and a good run game as well. And Dak Prescott, all the allegations surrounding him becoming a dad, we saw what that does to quarterbacks, fresh off of having a kid. And then he's also plus in the mix of allegations that we're not going to get into right now. And you don't have the running game that you used to. Your offensive linemen are just getting older. I don't know what more you can expect from this Dallas offense, and what kind of threat they can really pose. And then on the defensive side, you don't have Dan Quinn anymore, who had you in top 10 every year, pretty much. Even though he was running a scheme that was pretty much exposed in the playoffs, but we're not going to talk about that. You have a new defensive coordinator. You still don't know, what's going on with that linebacker core. They just got rid of Leighton Vander Esch, and hopefully Leighton Vander Esch can make the smart decision and retire, man. That's too many neck injuries, man. Too many neck injuries. But this isn't about Leighton Vander Esch and his neck injuries. This is about the Eagles having a guarantee to win the NFC East. Because then you got the New York Giants. They don't have a quarterback. Daniel Jones, coming off a horrific knee injury that cost him the season. Even when he didn't have that knee injury, he wasn't really that good. Game 1, off of getting his first playoff win last year versus a very suspect Minnesota Vikings team, he got blanked in the first game of the year last year, 40-0. It wasn't worse, and I'm sure it was even worse than that in the second game. So I'm not worried about the Giants. They don't have a quarterback. They don't have a generational running back anymore. I like their signing with Brian Burns, but you need a quarterback to be successful in this league, and that's something that the Giants just do not have. The Washington Commanders, they might be a little bit more threatening. And here's why: because they have the number one. Well, they have a top 5 draft pick, and they're set to get Caleb Williams if nobody else named the Chicago Bears. But they have a really good running game. I like Brian Johnson. I like him. The wide receiving core, I think Curtis Samuel went on to play for the Buffalo Bills, if I'm not mistaken. But their wide receiving core is still pretty dangerous. The offensive line. The offensive line can only get better in the draft, which I'm sure they'll do with new management, who appears to be more competent than previous management. So the Commanders might end up pulling that second place. And then we know what the Commanders do after seeing what they did to us last year, all these close ball games. But I don't think that'll be the same case this year, just because we have a whole new defensive mindset. Hopefully, right? So I think the Eagles have a very good chance to win it, if not guaranteed. But again, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. We got more content on the way, breaking down a lot of this stuff, this crazy offseason, including talking about that Justin Fields and Russell Wilson debacle, Patrick Mahomes, can they do a three-peat with the team they have? And man, we got a lot of content. So remember, subscribe on your way in and on your way out. Love doing this with you guys in every way that you support this channel that is on its way to 300 subscribers. But on that note, we out ya.